Right, look at it this way. This time tomorrow, all of this will be behind you. I'm very proud of you, Pop.
No, you're right. This time tomorrow, I'm going to bowl out of that court. I'm never going to say that name, Katie Lewis, again. I need to focus on my family because I've been so wrapped up in our mess for so long. I just forgot what was important.
Nah. Nah, do you know what? You're going to have a pint, put your feet up, give yourself a break. Dad, life's just difficult and complicated. And that ain't because you've dropped the ball, it's because you can't fix everything. It ain't your job to fix everything. This is my marriage, it's my problem. We're not little babies anymore, you don't need to look after us.
No.
So the only kid that you need to be thinking about tomorrow is the little boy that you was when Katie Lewis abused you. See how it feels to see her stood up there with no one speaking up for her. Come on, Di. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Forgive me, Papa. I thought you were gonna kill yourself.
Frankie, I'm sorry.
You're not onion. Not for any of it. That's how you abuse them, isn't it? Jed, the others, my dad. You get them in the head and you mess them up. And you make them believe that you care.
I did care. I do care. Abuse. That's a strong word. The fact is, different people, they mature at different ages. Mick has grown into a good man. Look how well he's done with his life.
A grown woman has sex with a 12-year-old. Abuse is the only word for it. You were so good. You were the best mom ever. I love you so much. And everything I thought I knew about you, wrong. What made you think that I want you to have one day less in jail? Because you cuddled me. Because you taught me to read. You stood up for me whenever when I was talking and I couldn't understand them. You made me feel safe. But that was your job.
Oh, please.
Don't you think my memory is already ruined without you putting the price on? It doesn't matter if I love you. I don't trust you, and I don't like you, and I'm not giving you the character back.
I'm not a monster, Frankie. I'm sorry, but you're the only one that can tell them. They'll listen to you. I'm not a monster, am I? I need you to tell the court the truth.
Katie Lewis deserves a smack in the mouth.
It's gonna be a nightmare for Frankie seeing her mum on the stand tomorrow.
Ollie, dinner! To witness. I told Frankie she was doing the right thing, but if she gives her mother any let out, she'll have me to deal with.
Well, maybe you're better off not sticking your beak in, eh, Mother? What do you reckon, Claret?
Always claret. You need to eat, Mick.
It's easy to judge, isn't it? Stan, my mother, us. First chance we get, we jump up on that high horse.
Is this about me and Nancy again?
We've all done things we're not proud of, El. No, let's not dig at you. All these months and these years have been building up to this. I have to speak my truth. I have to look her in the face and I have to read out that statement. It's just whatever happens tomorrow. Whatever the judge gives her. It's not just Katie that loses, though, is it?
What do you mean?
I'm the only one going to court. I'm the only one standing up. I'm talking for all of us. And as of tomorrow, the whole world's going to look at me and they're going to call me a victim.
Case of Katie Lewis, Your Honor.
Your Honour, the defendant, Katie Lewis, has pleaded guilty to 2 counts of indecent assault upon a male under 16 years, contrary to Section 15 of the Sexual Offences Act 1956. Credit must be given for such a plea, but these are very serious. It is not disputed that she is a person of otherwise good character. However, Your Honour, Katie Lewis took advantage of underage boys for a prolonged period of time. Her children were both born as a result of that abuse. This fact is undeniable. Further, that she deliberately manipulated children's services. Katie Lewis deliberately put herself in the position where she had access to care homes. We believe she continues to pose a real and present danger to society if not dealt with by a custodial sentence.
She wishes to redeem herself and, as far as possible, make amends. Your Honour, Katie Lewis has lost her career. She has admitted her guilt. She did not force the victims and their families to go through a traumatic trial. She is a person of otherwise good character in the community, as my learned friend has already acknowledged. Further, I would draw Your Honour's attention to the extremely positive character reference that has been provided by Miss Lewis's only surviving child, Frankie Lewis. You will note that Frankie Lewis states that her mother was a loving, diligent, conscientious parent, and that these accusations of abuse have come as a complete shock to her daughter and are completely out of character. I would be grateful if Your Honour would take this into account when passing sentence.
Well, you could at least have given us some warning.
I did try.
Oh, yeah? When? You let Mick find out that you were backing your mother while he was sat there.
She ain't even backed her.
You ain't exactly done your dad any favours.
Right, I'm just gonna get some air.
You know what you've done, don't you? You have guaranteed that witch a shorter sentence.
That witch is my mother.
Yeah? My sympathies.
And she would have done my... What? You want her to abuse me as well?
Oh, no. No one said that.
No. Of course they don't.
Mick, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Frankie. You told the truth. I get it. Tom says I'm up next.
You know you don't have to read your victim statement, don't you?
Well, it's like Nancy said, if I don't speak up now, when will I?
Oh, Nancy's gone outside.
It's all right, I'll get her. I need a breath. I'm finally going to tell it how it was. Listen, we don't let nothing derail us now, okay? Nancy? Nance? Come out the way, I'm a dad. All right, baby.
We will proceed, Your Honour. I will read the personal statement on behalf of the victim. My family saved me. When I'm being a dad, I find this strength. When I'm being me, sometimes I couldn't hardly meet my own eye.
Back-to-back
know
seizures
why.
is not good. I need a doctor. Go and get me a doctor, mate, please. Thank you.
I was a kid. I spent half my life pushing people away, blaming them, blaming myself, blaming the children's home, and I didn't know why.
Ambulance, it's emergency. Thank you.
I met Linda, the love of my life, and I couldn't work it out. Why? Why? Why was I still such a mess on the inside?
You're not on your own, baby. Yeah. You're not on your own. It's okay.
I was so ashamed of myself. I was so embarrassed. You know why, Katie. You always have, because you were the adult, and I was the little child you abused. You are the only one to blame. Speaking out saved me. Facing up saved me. I may never be free of you,
Just gonna pop some oxygen on you.
but you aren't in my dreams anymore.
Breathe a little bit
You
better.
mean nothing. You're just a bad memory. Because my family saved me. They taught me. My family showed me what love really means.
I have heard all the evidence. In passing sentence, I take into account your guilty plea. I recognize the positive relationship you have with your daughter and am mindful that she has willingly spoken of your good character. Nevertheless, this is a serious case. You abused your position of trust for your own personal gratification. Lives have been adversely and irreparably impacted by your actions. In respect of the first count, I sentence you to 4 years imprisonment. In respect of the second count, a term of 6 years. These terms to run consecutively, making a total of 10 years. You will be placed on the sexual offenders register for an indefinite period. Take her down.
I'm sorry.
All rise.
You did it.
Did she just try and tell you she was sorry?
Nance, what's happened?
Are you okay?
It's fine, don't worry, Dad sorted it.
It's okay. Our family's all right. That's all that matters.